All right, Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked society, with this wicked kingdom you call the United States of America, and its structure, and Esau Edom, who's a so-called white man. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor due to Yahweh, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth, and peace and salutation to the hopeful elect throughout the four winds of the world, pushing this truth and knowledge and sincerity. All right, I want to get into the prophets, who the prophets are. All right, because the prophets, you see the prophets standing amongst you. All right, and the prophets are here in these last days. The prophets will come in these last days, thus saith the scripture. Right. All right, and we are in those last days. Contrary to all you bug outs out there that think, you know, this ain't the end, and you know, in that YOLO spirit, this is the end. And you're gonna see your prophets, and your prophet, what's a prophet's job to do? Prophet's job is to prophesy. Yeah. All right, and prophesy is to tell before, tell things, tell events, tell things that are going to take place. All right,
to say before.
To say before, before the coming and the great day of our Lord Yahweh Shai. All right, so we got to warn you people, mainly you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the confusion of face Israelites that are scattered amongst the heathen nations throughout the four corners of the world. To tell you to get right with the Heavenly Father, because a day of judgment is coming, a day of wrath is coming. All right, and none of you people are prepared. And I'm not talking about being prepared physically, financially, bearing arms. I'm talking about being prepared spiritually, getting close with the Heavenly Father.
Or at least Salaki, or at least mentally.
Yeah, mentally,
People aren't Salaki.
Go ahead, bro.
You people are not ready to see dead bodies all over the ground, man. To see somebody get their head blown off in front of you. You're not prepared to see a tank on the corner that's telling you can't go beyond that point. These things are coming. You're not ready for the race riots. Your enemy's ready though.
At least you Babylonians, you Americans. The rest of the world, man, they catching hell. They see dead bodies. They see starvation. You know? But here is where you people are comfortable.
Right.
So we'll hit that Jeremiah 28:8.
You got it? You got something to go first?
Y'all have something real quick.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 21 and verse 8. It says, let me start at verse 6. It says, "For thus saith the Lord, said unto me, Go, set up a watchman, let him declare what he seeth."
Mm-hmm. That's right. The Lord set up watchmen, prophets. All right, the watchman is to watch and tell the people what's going on, things that are going to take place through the Spirit. All right, through the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the Lord is showing us these signs, showing us through current events.
What are those signs? What are those events?
The prophecies, the mark of the beast, World War III that's about to pop off. All right, you see the uprising tensions in the Middle East, all throughout the world. Okay, the crash of the dollar, the crash of this economic system. These are the warnings that the watchmen are sending forth throughout the world through the prophets. All right.
Verse 8. "And he cried, A lion, my Lord, I stand continually upon the watchtower in the daytime, and I am set in my ward whole nights."
That's right. And in the ancient world, the watchtower, the men that sat in the watchtower, they had to be on guard 24/7 to see when the enemy's coming. And we're telling you that enemy Esau Edom is coming down with great wrath according to Revelations 12 and 12. Okay? Great wrath, he's coming in like a flood. All right, he's going to come in kicking you Negroes, you Latino, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans' doors in the middle of the night and take you and put you in concentration camps. That's coming to America. Whether you want to receive this message or not, your lives are going to be drastically changed. All right, Trump just put out an article about, I want to say a decree,
Sturdy measure, I'm not sure.
He put out something saying he's going to militarize the police. He's going to give them $600 million.
Probably knowing this.
$600 million.
Executive orders.
Yeah, one of the executive orders. All right, so, and he said it's going to be dramatic. All right, he said that out of his mouth. And we've been telling you the same thing. All right, but hey, when the devil tell you, you probably get ready. But when the men of the Lord tell you, you don't take heed. But we're telling you, these are the times to take heed. All right, this is the time to get off your ass and get with this word, get with this knowledge and wisdom.
If I may say, why do Trump feel the need to militarize the police force? They're already militarized as is.
Yeah.
But he's talking about putting extra equipment on these law enforcement.
Yep.
It's a reason, man.
MRATs.
He's seeing the turmoil that's being stirred up around the globe, and he's fearing that he knows that it's imminent to come here to America, man.
right.
And he's going to have to basically set everything in order because chaos is going to definitely ensue.
Yep.
Especially when a collapse happens.
Yeah, let's not let's not act like he don't understand that he had a hand in stirring up the pot of turmoil that's going on in the earth either.
Yeah.
Because
And
he's
the people
dropping
behind
sanctions on everybody,
Yeah.
and that's going to start upsetting people. That start to make
Cause a chain reaction of events.
It's a chain reaction that's now happened where they can't come to America because the taxes are too high, the sanctions are too strong. So what they're gonna do? They're starting to go to Russia. They're starting to break off that whole EU and NATO. They're all breaking up to go to work with the people that they're supposed to be protecting each other from, just to get the goods they need at a reasonable price and with a fair deal. Because Trump has made all the deals that he's thrown out there. He said it. America's going to be first. We're making new deals that where America is the benefactor of these deals. And that's upsetting the whole construct that was in place already of the whole earth.
Hey,
That's isolationism.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, with all the protectionism and the it's like your unilateralism.
Unilateralism,
That's
yeah.
what that is, and that's further isolating these other countries from America's trust of not wanting to partner up and do any deals with them. In the meanwhile, that's going to hurt their economy.
Yeah.
And all the people in America, starting with the poor, they're gonna feel the effects of that first. That's why all these companies, they're bankrupting, man.
Yeah.
They're bankrupting and they're having to lay off a lot of employees, man.
Yep.
People losing their benefits, their
401ks,
pensions. They're losing everything, man. So you better believe, once enough of that happens, these people they're gonna. What you see in Hong Kong, what you see in Paris, what you see in Haiti, what you see down south of the border, it's gonna be here before you know it, man.
Right.
And that's why Trump knows that he's gonna have to, put out that decree, man. Those executive decrees, man.
Hey, the difference is that these people here in America, they have guns.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of countries don't have guns like
they
that.
don't really have guns like
Guns
that.
and bullets here.
Yeah.
You go to
Right here,
Walmart
there's
and
an
buy guns.
abundance of guns.
Having a gun in these other countries is like a privilege, it's something.
You gotta be special,
Yeah,
rich or
yeah.
something. You elite to have that level.
So reading that right?
Yeah, I got another one. This is Isaiah 62, verse 6. It says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence.
Right. In the men of the Lord, we're not going to hold our peace until the Spirit, through the apostles, tell us to come off the streets. That when that famine of the word comes, and when that famine of the word comes, then you're going to see the real destruction. All right, the destruction is just building up right now. We see the things that are taking place around the world, the uprisings, the setting of fire, like all these countries, they're like literally on fire. They got buildings on fire. They're setting shit on fire. You're going to see that here in the streets of America. But the prophet's not going to be out there when this stuff take place.
Nope.
The prophet's going to be hid away, waiting for the Lord, all right, waiting for our next move through the Spirit.
If somebody's like you, bro, if somebody tell you this, the train that you're now getting on is gonna crash 15 miles or whatever up the way, would you get on that train? Well, the prophets know not to get on the train of America and ride that wave with the rest of you, because we know what the outcome is, because we were given the warning that it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Right?
You
We
know,
have
the
some-
false prophets will lead you on that train.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
But in the meantime, we're not going to hold our peace. We're going to continue to push this word. I know it's Edomite. These Edomites is coming down on the word real hard right now. They're deleting brothers' pages, giving brothers strikes, doing whatever they can to eliminate this main platform that we use, which is YouTube, to push this doctrine, to push this word. All right. When they cut that out, of course, the men of the Lord, Jay gonna find a way. But eventually, they're gonna have to they're gonna put their hands on us. And that's right, and that's prophesied. You have something more?
Yeah, I do have something. Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. We're here to warn you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, and those scattered amongst the other nations that are Israelites through the fatherline. We're here to warn you of these prophecies, to warn you of the times that's coming, the troubles and perils that are coming. Okay, that's our number one job. But we're also going to condemn and tell these other nations what their judgment is going to be. All right, before it all happens. And you look at us like it's crazy, but the more and more that this stuff's starting to come to pass, you're starting to realize who the real men of the Lord are. All right, that we're really sent out here from the Heavenly Father. It says, "The Son of Man."
Ezekiel 33.
Yep.
You
He's
gonna
reading
get
Ezekiel 3 right now.
It says, "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me."
Hey, a prophet's job is to give you warning. Tell you, hey, like you said, don't get on that train. Don't go around that corner. You know, watch for that ditch right there. That's the prophet's job. And if you don't listen, hey, it's on you. But the blood is off our hands. All right? And we're trying to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. All right, to ultimately receive salvation. But as our job is to warn you Israelites. And of course, we know two-thirds of our people are not going to take heed to this word. Two-thirds of our people are going to continue to do what they want to do, what they feel is right in their own mind, follow the ways of Esau, follow the ways of America, and go right down that ditch, get the same judgment as Esau. All right, but the 1/3 who we're out here for, the elect, the 144,000, are going to take heed to this word. All right, that's going to take heed and come back to the true nationality, the true heritage. Come back to the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, and you know, push this word. If they're men,
I got two of them. I got two of them. It's like it's something to say.
33.
Yeah, but I will jump to this one first. It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 2, and verse right here. Yeah, verse 7. It says verse 5. I'm gonna start at verse 4. "For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith the Lord God, Yahweh."
Yep.
It says, and they, whether they will hear or that's right.
Yep.
And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them. Yep. It's in 33 real quick. It says, "And lo, when this cometh," this is Ezekiel 33, verse 33. It says, "And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet had been among them."
Yep. You're gonna know in that day. You're gonna that when your judgment is at hand, you're gonna know that, oh shit, those guys on the corner who we scoffed at, who we talked shit about, who we said was wasting their time, wasting their life away, they had the truth. They were right. And you know, some people will repent that day and get saved, but the majority of them won't. You know. You got something?
Yeah, I got something.
Okay, Con, yeah.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 1. "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord."
That's right. These are not even our words. The Spirit is speaking through us. The Holy Spirit, through the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is speaking through this man right now. Right. These words that we speak are truth. This book, it was written by the Heavenly Father and written down, authored by the Heavenly Father, written down by His prophets. Right. All right, and Lord willing, we're those prophets back in our lot today. Right. You know, to do the same thing.
I like to say the Most High ghost wrote the scriptures. You know, because He put the Holy Spirit upon them men to write down what the Spirit gave them. You know, He gave them the spirit of utterance after they didn't have those visions of seeing into the future of the evil that was coming, and they would basically write it down the best way they can describe it.
Read verse 2. "And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true."
Yep. And these words are faithful and true. This is the only book that can tell you the past, present, and the future. All right? These are words are faithful and true. All right? To those that are faithful to the scriptures, to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You had a question?
Yes.
Oh.
No, question no. The other day when before she saw you guys, veníamos caminando del mero street.
Yeah, we were walking in the middle of the strip.
Y de repente se vino como una paz, como el Espíritu Santo de Dios. Que Dios está con ellos.
And all of a sudden,
saying
the
that
Holy Spirit came
God is
over
with
there,
us, that she can
and
feel
like,
it.
she could feel it. That the Lord is with you guys.
Y cuando los vi a ellos me di cuenta que era por ellos que ellos vinieron.
That when she saw you guys, she noticed that it was because of you guys. That the Holy Spirit came.
I know the people que la gente los va a hacer sentir mal.
That the people will make you guys feel bad.
Pero que Jeremías estuvo en la cisterna.
But Jeremiah was in the well.
Daniel lo echaron a los leones.
Daniel was sent into the lion's den.
Al Señor Jesucristo le escupieron en la cara, le pegaron.
To Jesus Christ, they hit him and they spit on his face.
Que todos padecieron.
So that everybody perished.
Y se sentían solos y desamparados a veces.
And then sometimes they felt alone and with no hope.
That's right.
Yo sé que Dios está con ellos.
That she knows that God is with you guys.
Pero que no se rindan.
That to not
De
give
todo
up.
corazón,
That was all heart
humildemente.
and humbly.
Hey,
Know that he's going that you have other people too.
Yeah, we're going to get delivered out of here.
The conditions we're in, I don't know if you
La gente que crea en nuestra palabra que nosotros estamos sacando, que es la palabra de Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, que es el verdadero nombre de Dios.
Sí,
¿Okay?
sí, yo sé.
La gente que crea en esta palabra va a ser salvada de la destrucción que viene a América. ¿Okay?
Y que las personas que se metan con ustedes les va a pasar lo mismo que le pasó al presidente de Venezuela.
To those that try to harm us, they're going to
A que se recuerden que lo que dijo, él es el mismo ayer, hoy y siempre. Personas que, una cosa que me dijo, no exactamente, que el Señor me enseñó y que yo se las he mostrado a otras personas, solamente Reina Valera 1960, se han burlado y les ha ido muy mal. A una de ellas se le murió su hija en media calle. Humildemente se los comparto en el nombre de nuestro Señor
castiga.
Jesucristo.
El Señor castiga.
Sí,
Es
no.
verdad.
Ajá,
Okay.
Dios no se juega, Dios disciplina.
Okay.
Dios disciplina. Que tengan buen día, sigan adelante.
Gracias.
Gracias.
and
that-
1/3.
And that's the spirit. And that's
She
the
just might very well be, you know,
Yeah.
of
and her
our
hair
third.
is shorn, bro.
Yeah.
Like she got short hair. Like,
Yeah.
But not in a shameful, but you know, more of a
mournful.
type
way.
of state.
Yeah.
Seemed like,
Yeah.
you know, her spirit's kind of red that way.
But that's a spirit because she was going into the persecution of the prophets.
Yeah.
All right, and in these days we know through prophecy that the prophets, a lot of the prophets in the ancient world, they went out with crazy deaths. Some of the prophets were hung up upside down. Some of the prophets were beheaded, filleted, burnt to a crisp. All right, these are the things that a prophet must deal with.
Y un señor me dijo, ¿qué no ves? Que en California, dice, ponen sus casas lujosas a donde nadie los puede tocar. A mí me tocó ver y revisa tú en tu YouTube o en la internet lo que yo te estoy diciendo. No me creas. Maldito del hombre que confía en el hombre, en su fuerza y en sí mismo. Solamente en Alá, como tú dijiste. No hay otro, sino solamente un Dios. Como tú lo dijiste, es correcto. Bajó un tornado de fuego. Tú revisas las noticias y vas a ver cómo bajó un tornado de fuego y empezó a quemar las casas de Malibú. Eso.
How the rich are being touched down in California with the fire.
Y muchas cosas que podría yo decirte. Increíble.
Eso es profecía.
Amén.
Es profecía.
Amén.
Yeah.
Amén. Se siente uno mal, pero... Y de Noé se reían.
How they were mocking Noah.
Y lo que a mí me dio permiso de ver Dios es que nadie se iba a salvar. Que solamente que los que fueran como nuestro Señor Jesucristo.
Solamente los electos se van a salvar.
Yo solamente
Los profetas.
digo lo que Él me dijo, me dio permiso de ver. Aún yo que me quemaba también, porque yo lo que vi es que nadie se salvaba. Y lo que yo vi es que el fuego, a mí en lo personal, no me quemaba. Pero sí me ha costado cortarme mi pelo, humillaciones, muchas humillaciones y humillaciones a mis hijos. Por decir que hace 8 años, con 2 meses, revisa tu internet, por favor, te lo suplico en el nombre de Cristo. Revisa, no me creas a mí, porque acuérdate, maldito del que cree en el hombre. Una voz me dijo, ora a Dios porque algo grande viene. Y desde esa vez, a la medianoche se murieron muchos pájaros en todo el mundo. Y dijo que los campos, a la verdad, ya están preparados para la siega. O sea que todo esto ya no sé qué va a pasar. Creo, y si no me equivoco, va a haber una guerra contra demonios. Eso lo supe como después de esa fecha, a los 4 años, el Señor me mostró que las numeraciones eran importantes porque las tribus son 12. ¿Cuántos meses tiene el año? 12. ¿Por cuántos años te puede castigar el Señor? Por 4. ¿Al qué día resucitó nuestro Señor Jesucristo? Al tercer día. ¿Cuántos días tiene el mes? 30 días. Todo eso me lo mostró. Yo no fui a la escuela. Yo soy una ignorante y no tengo bien mi cabeza. ¿Cómo voy a saber yo esas cosas? Podría yo decirte que cuando fue la fecha de... Mira, acuérdate de esto. ¿Cuándo fue la fecha que nació Jeremías y Job? Acuérdate de febrero. ¿A cuántos días llega? Pero revisa tu Biblia y verás de lo que yo te hablo. Y de verdad. Échenle muchas ganas. El Señor está con ustedes.
Wait a second. She's talking about how she saw a vision of the end. She saw fire. You know. She was going into
Speak a little louder.
She was going into numerology. She mentioned Job and Jeremiah. Yeah, she's having visions.
Yeah.
She's having visions of the end.
Get Joel.
Yeah, kind of.
That's mostly what she was talking about. She's having visions of the end.
This is Joel chapter 2. Go ahead, bro.
It's like she said something about 4 years and something about 12.
She said
something
numerology, how there's 12 tribes,
Yeah.
there's 12 months in the year.
What was that scripture when he made the 12 tribes? He set them to the number of the children of Israel. I forgot how that scripture goes.
Yeah, that's in Deuteronomy.
What else?
But yeah,
just
I mean,
the precepts.
going into the numerology and the signs of the times, that was one of the gifts that Issachar had.
Yeah,
He had the understanding of the times. You know, going to the history of the Aztecs and everything, the Mayans.
Yeah, the English.
They knew how to they astrology. That's how they were. More than likely the navigators when the tribes came over here. From Assyrian captivity. I'll get this in Joel real quick. It's Joel chapter 2 verse 28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions. And also upon
and when the spirit gets on the women, when they prophesy, that means that they had a vision or a dream concerning the things that the Lord is going to bring upon the earth. And then with the job for that wife is to explain to her husband the vision or dream that she had, or explain to a prophet the vision or the dream that she had, and the prophet would in turn interpret that dream.
That's right.
So a woman that has dreams and visions like that, that means that the spirit is on her to prophesy.
Right.
It doesn't mean she's out here in the camps, doing what we're doing.
That's what Deborah and Barak were about. She had the dreams, and she told him, and he was able to interpret them through the spirit.
Hey, that's what she did. She told us the visions, and we're bringing out the scripture.
I just wish she could have covered her head, but it said if her hair be not covered, it was like she was short. She had short hair too. So I mean, but the point is, that's a law. But the point is, we're trying our best to do the. You can see she was trying to be as humble as she was. You read her eyes; she was damn near in tears.
Yeah, she was.
That's how you saw the truth of it was there. That's what I saw.
The Lord might, bless her. She could be, of the elect women out there, man.
Right.
You got because we don't just say we don't get on all the women.
Right.
We don't always say, hey, all the women's gonna be destroyed. No, man, you're gonna have women that actually, because there was women that followed the Lord, man.
That's right.
You're gonna have women of all the tribes that's gonna be preserved, man. They believe. They're gonna have visions and everything.
That's gonna be humble before that's gonna believe the prophets and be humble before the end times and all those perils take place.
Before it's too late, really.
That's right. Because I mean, true enough, what Pastor Tahar said years ago was we don't need. He said we don't need the living woman, but he literally said, but we don't need the Israelite woman to bring back the tribe. But that don't mean that he was just saying that to humble the women. Yeah. Just to make a point, like y'all talking big and bad, y'all need to relax. The Lord don't need you. He was making a point of that. But do I believe that there's going to be some Jake women to make it? Yeah, absolutely.
As the scriptures say.
Right.
You'll be saved through childbirth.
It said that in Isaiah 4 says that. The branch of the Lord will be glorious in that day. You know, so I mean, like, it's a bunch of stuff that are coming to pass in this time, and we've been telling you this for numerous years. You know, and that's one person that she said when she saw us, she already could feel us and believe us. And didn't she say something like when she's coming down the street over there? The Holy
Spirit,
Ghost hopped on her.
Yeah.
She starts feeling that.
That's
know?
the scripture, man. You know, you get sealed the moment you come across it, man, and you just feel it like that. Yeah, you're one of the ones that the Lord is like, yep, you.
And did you see how she bro? My bad.
No, go
No,
ahead.
did you see how she ran back? She's like damn near sprinting.
Yeah.
I thought she was running back to the
Me
bus
too.
or something. She stopped.
Yeah.
Cause she ran back to say the prophecy part. You know, whatever else was on her spirit to speak up on. You know? That was heavy. But we're coming into those times, and we've been telling you that these times were coming. We're coming into those times where the average Jake is gonna come by and drop some wisdom, drop something in the spirit. Okay? More of that. We used to marvel at it every once in a while because it was so rare, but now it's gonna start happening more frequently. As these perils are coming,
It's gonna become more common.
it's gonna be more common.
The Lord's gonna
Proving
pour,
that the Lord's starting to deal back with our people. You got it, bro?
the Lord's pouring His Spirit upon all flesh.
That's right.
You know, and what I'm noticing that's becoming more frequent is in a lot of these visions that a lot of our people are having. They keep talking about fire. They keep seeing fire come down.
Right.
Everybody's having visions about the day of the Lord, man.
Yeah.
The Lord wants to get that in your mental Rolodex that He's not coming to hand out daisies.
Right.
He ain't coming out to pass out candy. All right.
This is the perfect time.
He ain't coming with confetti. None of that shit, man. He's coming back to wage war. That's what a lot of our people are having visions about, man. You got certain people that's having those same visions of getting condemned in that judgment. That one rapper, that Apostle Gabar was doing a response video to, the brother from ATL, Tazawam. Hey, he had a dream that him and his woman, they was at some event, and he said it was like the time of his life. He said she was so beautiful, he couldn't explain how beautiful she was. They were just enjoying themselves. It was in pleasure, man. And then out of nowhere, he just saw
the fire
that
coming
fire
down.
come down in
He
that
said
wind.
Before they could even
Open
begin
their
to
mouth.
open their mouth, it's too late.
It was too late.
The wave hit them already.
Yeah.
He said and when he said the wave hit me, I went right to Zechariah. And my thoughts went automatically to Zechariah. Meaning, like, because when you read that prophecy of Zechariah, that the eyes burn away. Somebody just want to grab it.
Zechariah 3.
14. It's like 8 or something.
Yeah, and I'd feel crushed if I had a vision like that,
myself?
and in the vision I didn't make it.
Man,
Yeah, bro.
man. You know?
That's the
No, and you
basically
knew
it's
the
like you
truth on
kind of
some level.
it's almost like you getting a sneak preview of
Your condemnation.
your condemnation, man.
Man, that's heavy. But
that is.
what did he say at the end of it? He's like, hey, that's a warning. He took it, hopefully he took it as a warning that he need to quit fucking around and get right.
Yeah, that rap shit, man.
Yeah. But what do you see these other
Not
groups
coming out of the
bringing in?
world.
What do you see these other rap groups?
Hebrew-
What do you see the other
Israelite groups.
Hebrew Israelite groups doing? Bringing that rap to this world. We don't need other music. We have the new song.
Yep.
No?
Zechariah 14 and verse 12 it says,
Well,
and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord shall smite all the people
yeah.
that have fought against Jerusalem.
The people that scoffed, people that ain't with it. Hey, and one thing, when you told a lady about America being destroyed, I heard you say it, right? When you told her that America was going to be destroyed, she didn't even you didn't even see her second guessing, thinking twice. She was cool with it.
You can tell in her spirit that she's tired of this place too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She wants this motherfucking
Exactly.
place to go.
Exactly.
You know? You can just tell she's vexed. She's had it, you know?
Hey, while I read this, I want somebody to get was that 2 Thessalonians 1, where it talks about
recompense.
recompense tribulation.
I got it.
26, yeah.
Because hey, this is the plague with those that fought against Jerusalem. The Jerusalem that the scripture is talking about is talking about New Jerusalem.
That's right.
Zion, the Israel of the Most High.
That's right.
All right, everybody is coming against the Israel of the Most High, man.
That New Jerusalem that's gonna come down from heaven.
Right.
Revelation 20.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna read again, Zechariah 14:12, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord shall smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Right. So when he said that wave blast came, first thing I thought was that. He said, before I could even say, open my mouth. So, but if you know anything about the human body and the way the mind works, you get your head chopped off, whatever you was doing, that fulfills that last thought that was ingrained in your mind to do, it continues. Yeah. So as he continued to open his mouth before he can even say something, his tongue is now exposed, his eye, I mean, it's analogetical, but it's also not. It's also literal. Eyes, skin, flesh, whatever, and your tongue, man, also getting destroyed like that. So that's the first thing I thought, because he knows that rapper lifestyle, which a lot of our people are into, but that's why we can't mingle that with this truth. A lot of that same lifestyle, the people trying to bring into this truth, and it don't go. Oil and water don't mix. God and mammon don't go. Double-minded, all of those things should come to mind when you see those worldly things being put into this.
I got a scripture. You still reading?
I'm gonna do this right.
This is 2 Thessalonians 1:6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
No, keep reading. Because who's troubling us? The scoffers, the people that's mistreating the servants, the prophets, the slanderers.
Basically everybody
Esau,
but the elect.
Yeah, all the unbelievers that hate Yahweh Shai, all the anti-Mashiachs, man.
Yep. Come back in their lot.
Yeah. You know, you're the ones who the Lord is gonna come back and get vengeance, man.
Yeah.
The Lord said, "Vengeance is mine; I will repay," saith the Lord.
Yep.
All right. So the Lord's gonna recompense tribulation to them that troubles us. You know. Go ahead.
And to you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels in a flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High.
That's that plague.
Yeah.
That's that plague that's going to have your tongue consumed away in your mouth and your eyes consumed away in your holes, man.
That's right. I want to make a quick point. Right up, read the top of that verse again, that seventh verse.
And to you who are troubled, rest with us.
And how are we going to rest? Because we're going to escape the plagues. Lord, we're aware of the elect. The elect is going to escape the plagues. So we get the rest away from that, getting beamed up basically into the chariots, and watch the destruction happen to all the rest of you. Okay? Because when we stay, the elect will be faithful, they'll get beamed up and delivered away from that in the strong tower, so to speak, right? While the rest of you catch that judgment, man. Okay? And that's what, and literally in that judgment is when that plague is when your eyes and your mouth and your flesh is going to burn away from that missile fire and that concentrated laser fire.
And you're gonna feel all of that.
Right.
The Most High is gonna make sure you feel all of that pain. You know, it ain't gonna be a quick death. You're gonna burn, and you're gonna burn for who knows how long. You're gonna feel every bit of it until His will is fulfilled.
Yeah.
I think there's a disease called shingles, and people describe it as they feel like their skin is on fire. Well, we don't know. You might have a version of that in the kingdom for a while, but that come with that shame.
Yeah.
I mean, just mentally, that something that plagues your mind with that. Just hypothetically speaking, I'm not the Most High.
There ain't gonna be no pain. There ain't gonna be no pain in the kingdom.
But that shame gonna feel. You gonna feel that shame.
You just gonna loathe yourself that you was part of the opposition.
Yeah.
You know, when, just like how we're reading about, the scriptures today about the men who came against the prophets back then. We read about that today, and it's a shameful thing. When like Judas Iscariot, his name gets brought up, it's not in a positive light. So in the kingdom, whatever your role was, hey,
good or bad,
What you did, that's gonna follow. It's gonna be shameful, But eventually, you're gonna still get to enjoy the kingdom, and you're gonna get over it. We all gonna be, we all gonna see eye to eye. It's gonna be peace. Yeah. We all gonna know the Most High. There ain't gonna be not one ignorant Israelite, man. We all gonna serve the Most High.
So think about that. If you when you get to the kingdom and see how wonderful it's gonna be, in the position that you're in the new world to come, so to speak. Think about how you're gonna think about like, damn, I was trying to fight to keep that terrible place going. And y'all was trying to tell me that this was gonna be way better, but I didn't want it. I wanted the things that we hate now. I want to stay on the, like, you should detest yourself. You should loathe yourself.
Was you still in
Thessalonians? That was my point.
Go read that verse one more time.
Start at 6.
7.
And to you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels.
Yeah, those that are troubled, rest with us. Like Yahweh Shai said, take my yoke, for it is light. Basically the burden is easy. But he said what? That I would give you rest for your souls. So rest in the Lord, and in due time you're gonna see the Lord do his thing, man.
Yep.
Right.
He's gonna judge all these people that came up against his men. Because he ultimately the afflictions that you catch, you taking on those stripes, those stripes, you're taking on the cross of Yahweh Shai, man. Anything that they do against his disciples is like they doing it to the Lord.
Yeah.
So the Lord's going to come back and avenge his elect. That's what it tells you. That who's that? Luke the 18th chapter. Shall not the Lord avenge his very elect? So anybody that puts hell on us for coming out here doing this work, hey, you got judgment coming to you, man. You better watch how you treat the servants, the prophets, man, his disciples. Because he said, if you do it to the least of my little ones, you have done it unto me.
Yep.
Y'all better hope like hell that the men of Great Millstone ain't those men.
But
Which,
guess
hey,
what, though?
but when you go through the process of elimination,
it's a tough one though.
it looks real. Hey,
Who's the most diligent? Who's the defenders of the gospel? We don't let shit slide over here at Great Millstone. That's we don't know, or we don't know the name, and no
holes in our doctrine.
100%
doctrine.
I'll finish reading this, bro. In verse 8, in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High, and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
You don't know the Most High, neither do you obey the gospel.
To obey the gospel, you gotta obey the prophets, because we're the mouthpiece of the Heavenly Father. Everybody's not made to be a prophet. The Spirit is not dealing with everyone. Right? The scripture says you shall see your teachers. You're seeing your teachers today, right before you.
That's the Spirit. I was still on that too.
The Catholic Church, they don't got the truth. The Christian Church, they don't got the truth. They've been in these churches for so long, basically digging you Jake's spiritual graves and putting dirt. All of them. Kemet, Islam, they all just digging you Israelite spiritual graves, putting dirt on top of it.
Right.
The men of the Lord are here to take you out of those graves, to wake you up to this truth, to give you breath. All right? Not to keep you in this dead state. Who wants to live in America forever?
There'll not be no jail. Edomite, maybe.
Edomite,
no jail.
Come on.
But shit, the way shit's going, Edomites don't want to live here forever either.
They ain't trying to go to Mars and shit. Yeah, But we are the prophets, and the prophets, these are the last days. And let's get into prophecy, because Jake, you got to be real vivid with Jake, because Jake, you speak to Jake. Jake don't take heed until you start getting into detail, get into your children being taken from you, your wives being raped, you starving to death. All right, you dying of pestilence diseases you never heard of, bleeding from your eyes. Diseases with no remedies. Troops kicking in your doors. That's what's coming to America. That's what's coming to you Israelites, first and foremost, because you're the children of the Most High. All right, so you're his, so he gonna fuck you up first. Excuse my language.
Hey, Khan, he say
They're darkened. That's why
Yeah. Oh,
the scriptures say, you know,
Gross darkness, yeah.
John 3.
those darknesses over the people. It also tell you the night is far spent.
The day is at hand.
The day is at hand, and right now our people are in darkness, so they're still. It's like they're stuck in the night.
Yeah.
So they can't see what's going on. See, the prophets they represent the light because they're the only ones that can see what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, they're the only ones that can actually see. And like in the ancient world, when the Lord said He would multiply visions, and He would speak by the mouth of His prophets. When the prophets had the visions, they actually they had the with the brothers saying seeing the vivid picture. It's like they were 3D experiencing what the Lord was actually trying to show them.
Like in X-Men.
Like in the X-Men.
Professor X inside the
Yeah, Professor X, you know. So they got to see everything firsthand, and then they had to, based on what they saw, they had to go out and speak it in public, make it public to the people, whether they listened to it, whether they believed it or not. And some people, you know, shunned them off like, this guy's, he out his mind, man. This guy crazy. He's mad. And you had those that was like, well, shit, what must we do?
Yeah.
Those of our people that are they're darkened, they don't see shit, man. They don't see anything.
It's like,
and if the Lord, if He when He shuts the eyes of the prophets, that means that there is no vision. Nobody is seeing anything. You know. That's why it tells you in Proverbs, where there is no vision, the people perish. That means that if the Lord wasn't putting His Spirit upon people to have these visions to see what's going on, that means that the Lord basically shut the eyes of your prophets. That means that the Lord basically shut down all communication. Whenever, anytime in Israel, when there was no prophets seeing anything, and they were just coming up with what was coming out of their own vain heart, you know, seeing vain imaginations, that means that the Lord was basically not dealing with Israel.
We're left to our own. That's the beautiful. It's like showing up in a city without a tour guide. A confusing ass city without a tour guide. You don't know what landmarks, where to go. You confused, hitting dead ends, all this and that. You know, and so you don't know what to do. You end up, oh shit, I'm in the wrong hood. I'm in the wrong place. I get robbed in this alley. I get, you know, anything can happen to you. You don't have any guidance to guide you through all of the troubles.
It's simple. It's like walking in a dark room.
In the dark.
And this world is dark. The world in general, all right, it's dark, and you walking in the world without this light, without this truth, you're gonna fall in ditches. You're gonna go down. You're gonna go in sinkholes. You're ultimately gonna perish. You're gonna perish with this world.
I got
Go
something.
ahead.
This is St. John chapter 12. Yeah, I'm gonna start up at 46. It says, I am come a light unto the world, that whosoever believeth on me shall not abide in darkness.
That's right. That light is Yahweh Shai, and today that light is this truth, this knowledge. Go ahead.
And if any man hear my words and believe not, I judge him not. For I come not to judge the world, but to save the world. That's not talking about everybody on earth.
That's cosmos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He that rejected me and receiveth not my words, have one that judgeth him. Why? Word. 1611, bro. Just a Y by itself. You see a Y by itself in the 1611. What is that? How do you read that? Why the word is in the middle of 48. The word that I have spoken. Right here. Yeah. So that Y by itself.
Yeah, the.
That's the. That's like ye. Okay. Anyway, the word that I have spoken. That makes sense. That I have spoken. The same shall judge him in the last day. He come like we were talking about, pleading with all flesh.
Pleading, it means to judge.
Yep.
And you know, back in the ancient world, it was those that didn't take heed to the word, and the same thing gonna be today. You know, like they talk shit about the prophets.
Yep.
You know, and there's no new thing under the sun. They walked in darkness in the days of Yahushua. You had the Messiah on the scene. You still had Israelites walking in darkness, being niggas. You got the prophets on the scene today. And this is the last time you're ever going to see the prophets prophesying against the kingdom, because this is the last kingdom.
Come, bro.
And you still got our people drunken with the wine of Babylon, walking in darkness, and they're through. Go ahead, bro.
This is Romans, the brother kind of mentioned it, and it's still coming around. Romans 13 and 11, and that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep, because a lot of you jakes are sleepwalking. How you gonna know where so when your eyes are closed, it's like it's dark. How you gonna know where you're going if your eyes are closed because you're spiritually asleep? Okay, our job is to wake up the elect out of the, to spark the elect to wake up through Yahweh Shem, to wake up the elect, I should say. Okay, it says, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness. I got you. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light.
Cast off the works of darkness. Cast off the things of this world, the lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes. All right? Hey, you gotta hate your life in this society, and to really truly love the Lord, to do His work. Okay? So read that last part again, bro.
It says, "Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light."
Armor of light is this truth, this knowledge. Coming back to your heritage, okay? Coming back to the names of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Coming back to the fact that you're an Israelite, and not one of these bywords, not Negro, not black, not Mexican, Puerto Rican, Native American, all these bywords that your enemy puts on you.
It says,
that's the true light. Go ahead, bro.
No, it's like it says, "Let us walk honestly, as in the day, not in rioting, in drunkenness, not in chambering, in wantonness, not in strife and envy." And that sounds like exactly what our people are into.
Say, read the list again, bro.
Yeah, it says, "Let us walk
chambering.
honestly." Let us walk honestly as in the day, meaning see clearly, right? Not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy.
All folly. All foolishness. Everything our people want to indulge in. Smoking, drinking, partying, living the life to their fullest, trying to make it in America, trying to get rich.
Trying to watch two people go against each other. Like, our people flock to that type of shit. That man cussing, like, they love, what do we say? Controversy.
Oh, yeah.
They always love to see two people go head to head, man. Go one against the other.
Two Jakes.
Yeah, especially.
Yeah. If it's some Edomites, they're going to try to break it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If it's us,
If it's us, they're going to egg it on.
The word chambering means impurity. Basically in a sexual way.
I believe that.
And basically it goes into what they call in the ancient world chambers is your bedroom. You know, a lot of adultery, a lot of homosexuality, all that shit. You know, pornography. That's chambering, man. You know, and Jake is heavy into that. Your music is about that.
Yeah.
You know, you got a whole culture off of it. You got a lot of our women. A lot of them, they gotta
sexualized.
They gotta be over sexualized just to make it.
Yeah.
You know, in the music industry.
Shoot, in life, they over sexualize themselves just to get attention. Like nobody really get them attention unless they over sexualize.
What do they call that shit in Hollywood? The casting couch.
Yep.
Yeah. They gotta go through that in life.
Yeah, right.
You know,
just to get attention, you gotta prove that you willing to do some nasty shit. Like nobody's choosing our women because of how well they cook or how good they are taking care of children.
They're not choosing them because they're just naturally a good woman.
Right.
You know?
It's changing them for all the wrong reasons, right? If that's part of the curses that we're up to.
This is all part of the darkness that he's telling them to abstain from. You know, come out of the darkness, man. And remember, when we read these epistles, you got to put yourself back in that time and also that geographic